Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Or morning or evening, whatever time you happen to be listening to the Rongotai radio broadcast.
Hold on, I'm just passing through. It has come to my attention you are in need of something. Give me a second.
Oh, he's back.
Well, if that's all the same, I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Dark Lord.
Bye, Dark Lord.
Yeah, for the listeners at home, Dark Lord Voldemort has made his third appearance on the show very briefly, in which he gave Ryder-Sar's life back, previously taken to make a Horcrux. So Ryder-Sar can join us once again
Hey, man.
on the Rongotai radio broadcast.
Shall we introduce?
Yeah!
My name is Hawani Kaun Rohihi.
My name's Jack Burden.
Say your name.
My name is Ryder.
My name is Samir Dunlop.
Howdy doody, my name is Madaro Kanavato.
Benang.
And
That is Ben Lang.
Benjamin Lang.
Bing wang.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Lang Lang.
So we're back for episode number 14.
Will that Chinese man show up in the description again? That's how he does.
Wait, 14? I thought it was 13.
It's the...
It's 14.
It was 15.
No, 15
No, it is,
next
no, it is
week.
14.
Oh,
I
it is
didn't edit
14.
13.
13 was last week.
Oh, right.
I know, because I can see right there.
Oh, yeah, because it says in the thing.
I wonder what happened in episode 13.
So we're back with our normal list of talking points and discussions. And as usual, we're playing over some poker. Which the river and flop and whatever you want to call this is going to be commentated on by Ben Lang throughout the game.
Mr. Lang.
Once again, we have the word game.
Lang Lang.
Shall we like to get that into action?
Of course. So,
that was a big part.
dear listeners, of course, if you've tuned in before, you know the word game, the name of the game, the word game. So, during the duration of our podcast, two of our members have one word each that they need to say at least once during the podcast runtime, and not allude the other to the fact they've said their word.
That's the word.
While doing so, they must also guess their opponent's word. At the end, whoever guesses the other's word and manages to keep their word a secret is the victor. So our contestants this time are Mr. Benjamin Lang and Hawani Cowan Rohihi, and which my very generous co-host, the host of the Polynesian Metal, Ryder-Sar, has written out some words for our competitors.
Good shit.
Gentlemen, have a look at your words.
Oh, what word?
Do you want to grab the mic? And...
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I'm gonna say this.
Of course, well, we all know that words.
Why did you assume I didn't know what this word meant?
Because you said write down the definition.
Who said
Well,
that?
we'll write down the definition anyway.
No.
Alright. Now,
This
if
word could have been better, I must say, but it's alright.
It was the best I could come up with Google.
no, it's the best Google could come up with.
The
You
whole
didn't do
of
shit.
the world's information
You
at
had,
your
you, had a database of everything human beings have learned throughout their history, and that's what you came up
Can
with.
I just say I typed in hard words and the first 5 came up and I just looked at the first 5, chose the one that I knew.
That's the best one.
Really?
Really?
No wonder they were hard. You couldn't fucking recognize the
It was
other
number 4.
Alright, moving on. If both contestants would
That
close,
fucking word is flummox.
if both contestants would plug their ears and close their eyes,
Yeah.
I will tell the audience what their words
You'll
are.
be able to whisper it.
His word is nimble. That's probably what you had.
So, Hawani's word is rural, and Ben's word is intricate.
Shut up. Alright,
Perfect bitch.
alright, contestants, you may take out your hands.
What?
Take them out.
What?
Can we get Valdy backhand?
What do you need Voldemort in here?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now we shall get Ben to deal
Oh, right, yeah.
the flop.
I haven't even dealt the fucking cards.
Oh, deal the cards then.
Nah, deal the flip.
Deal me some marijuana.
Deal me some drugs.
Deal me some cocaine.
Can I smoke it at my...
Nah, sorry, I've only got mushrooms.
He's whack.
Smoking a man.
Is this BGA approved?
It's not my archie.
Check your-
time to smoke.
Check your cards. Check your cards.
Hold on, I'm doing something.
You're my card.
Check your cards. You're
drawing your
big
cards.
blind, mate.
Ooh, I don't have enough time for that shit.
You put in 1 unless you want to, like...
Unless you want to fall off the bat. What are you doing?
If you want to bet properly, you have to match the bet. Anyway, here's the flip. Here's the flop. The flop is a 5 of hearts, a king of clubs, and a jack of clubs.
A jack of clues.
A jack of clues. You have not got a clue.
You have not
You haven't got a clue to what my word is.
That's my word. too impossibly difficult to
All right.
pronounce and guess.
Shall we bet before we begin our first talking point?
I put forth 40 tokens.
I matched that.
Match 40 tokens.
Might have folded. He folded. He's a
The son of Hephaestus has a weak will.
Okay.
Did
Did you fold?
No.
Gonna match.
You got a match if you can play.
Wait.
What about you, Ryder?
Folding.
Why are you writing a Tetris?
Guys, Ryder folded.
No, it's a pistol.
That's not a pistol.
That
That's a
doesn't look like a
fucking
pistol.
L.
That's
That's an L.
That
No, he hasn't drawn the trigger
Okay,
yet.
ladies and gentlemen, shall we
Yeah,
begin
there it is.
story time?
It's a Minecraft
Okay,
gun.
let's get to story
Yeah,
time.
sure.
Yeah,
Let's get
that
the
abides
story
by
going.
X, Y, and
Yeah,
Z.
usually we go around that way, but who has a story?
I don't
You
know
have
one,
story.
but I'll let you
I
guys
know that guy has a story.
I do
And that
have
guy.
a
And that guy.
Jack has a story.
Okay, so this is a story that has made me angry over the past week. Something that made me angry.
I haven't heard that in a while.
I got a job a couple months ago at a undisclosed establishment for legal reasons. Just as a casual position, so not part-time or full-time.
Competitive.
And before this week, I had done about 6 shifts at said place, so not that many. I still don't really know what I'm doing. And a couple weeks ago, I hadn't been getting any work because I'd worked 6 shifts in like 2 months, so like 2 weeks between each shift, pretty much. And so I sent a text 2 weeks ago saying, hey, any shifts available, because I hadn't gotten work in some time. And I said I've got full availability for the next 2 weeks, apart from these days, including the 27th of June, which was yesterday, and that will be important later.
Oh, I know why.
So I got a text, like, pretty quickly after that, offering me to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, this week. And I accepted, of course, because I wanted to get some money. I wanted to get the money.
The mullah.
Obtain current.
And I show up on Monday, Tuesday night. Everything's pretty normal, like it had been before. And then I show up on Wednesday night.
Of course it's a Wednesday night.
I show up on a Wednesday night. And I walk into work. And I talk to my manager, and they're like, "Oh, the person that you're working with is away tonight, so you're gonna run this entire place by yourself."
Fucking hell.
After doing 6 shifts and not knowing jack shit.
You don't know your own shit.
I don't know my shit.
You don't know your shit.
My own shit.
doesn't know his shit. Well, no wonder they forced that on you. Come on. Step it up.
Come on, step it up.
Come on now.
And so this establishment
Thanks, Ryder.
has different areas within it. And so I was in charge of running one particular area that provides a service to people.
Okay.
And so I have to do a whole bunch of things I don't know how to do for the entire night.
Make it up.
Make everything up on the fly. And I'm supposed to close...
fly had a
start closing down at 9 o'clock so I can be out of there by 9:30.
Okay.
Do all the closing procedures. And so I feel so relieved that I can finally do that. And it's 9:25 and I'm like, okay, 5 more minutes and I can clock out. And then I get this family come up to the counter and I'm like, oh, sorry, we're closed for tonight. You'll have to wait till tomorrow. And then they ask me if I can provide a service for them for a funeral that they're having 9 a.m. the next day.
Oh.
It's a bit hard to turn down. isn't it?
The dilemma of that is you don't want to seem like a
You don't wanna
complete
seem like an
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you did you hit them with the?
Oh, sorry. I'm really. What can I do? I'm really apologetic for your loss, but no.
Sorry for your loss, but fuck off.
What can I do?
So let's just say I have to print, fold, and trim 60 funeral programs. At
Wow.
9:25
Last minute. Wow,
on a
nice one, guys.
printer I don't really know how to use. So I end up only staying an extra half an hour because there's someone else in the store who's been trained in the area I work in, but not like
Working there that night.
working there. He doesn't work there usually. He's just been trained.
Oh.
And so it gets to 10 p.m. and we like been having some trouble with the printer, but we finally get it working. They've bought us both a box of favorites, the family, for making us stay late.
Thanks.
And then
Alright.
the person that came to help me finally let me go at 10 p.m., half an hour late. I got to go home to come back to work the next day and do the same thing.
On when? Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, they offered me Thursday
But you
on
turned
the
it down.
Tuesday, but I accepted it
Oh.
before I knew that I was going to be working alone again in the evening.
Oh no.
And so a similar thing happened. I ended up staying half an hour later till 10 p.m. And I clock off and I'm like, okay, finally I'm done for the week. I told them I can't work tomorrow on the 27th. And then yesterday, yesterday rolls around, 2 p.m. I get a text from work saying, hey, can you come and work 4 p.m. till 12 a.m. today?
Fucking hell, no!
And I was like, in my head, I wanted to say, if you read 2 messages up, I say I'm available for the next 2 weeks apart from a couple days and the 27th of June. And so I reply saying, hey, sorry, I've got tickets to the ballet, so I can't come in. And it's like text message, but you can see like the red receipts. And so I've been ghosted by work now for declining that one shift after covering their asses
Bruh.
for 2 nights in a
Fucking
row
hell.
Dickheads.
on no knowledge.
Bro, got put on red notice just.
That has been consuming me.
I would have been petty and just screenshotted my own message that said like, "Oh, I'm going to be available all these days except for specifically this day that
And
you
then
asked me to be
circle
on."
it in red.
Can you come in on this day?
Can you come in on this day that you specifically said that you weren't available for?
Or just like reply to
Can you
your
tell
own
us what's
message
following
with an
the
up arrow.
Should have
Yeah.
printed
Yeah.
like a calendar and then shoved it
tell
in
you
their
now.
face and be like, mate.
It says
why we're
here
talking
I'm
about on the
busy.
couch.
I said on every other day I'm not busy except for here where it says I am busy.
Pardon?
But that happens more. That happens more than you think.
No.
Because like
Because they do the
Most
same thing.
management is
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, most management is like that. But I meant like the dilemma of like, oh, you are in great need, and I'm about 2 minutes away, which means I'm technically not finished yet. But I don't want to serve you. But like, I don't want to be a bitch. So I'm just gonna give it to my manager.
And the real kicker is, last time I turned down a shift, it was on a Friday. I was offered to work 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. and I said no because I had to go to the ballet. And then they ghosted me for 3 weeks.
They're like,
and
"Huh."
gave me no shifts.
So
For the next 3 weeks, I'm completely available for anything.
Yay.
I will not be working.
Yeah, silver.
premonition.
I suppose there's a silver lining.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it goes. It is what
That's
it
how it
is.
goes.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
My boy.
it's just the way jobs are.
My boy. Come on now, boy.
Come on now, sonny boy.
Come on. No.
Come on, boy.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Oh yeah.
So that is my story of the week.
An
What about
infuriating
you? Hi.
Hi.
Say your story.
Say your story.
Hi.
Say your story.
Say story.
That's how your story starts. Hi. My name's Ryder and this is my story.
I inexplicably sound like a Polynesian Carl Weezer.
That's how you love
Jeremy's mom.
I'm a fan story.
So it happened 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, on this very eve.
2 nights ago, I was I jumped off of Twitch for a bit to go hang out with my family in the sitting room, right?
Okay.
You think that I go into the sitting room and I just be left alone just chilling with my family? Fuck no.
Because it's family.
No, because it's Polynesian. He goes, Polynesian, give him my arm. I was like,
Do your
Do your arm.
as in like massage his arm for him.
Okay.
So I had to- luckily, I didn't have this when I was a kid, but luckily now,
Man.
I just grab his massage gun, massages wrists, massages arms.
Why he can't pick it up himself?
Who is he in this?
My father.
My father.
Oh, okay. If it's his father, I get it.
Do
Yeah.
his arm. Why didn't you just say massage his arm? Why did you just say that?
Why did you say?
Because he
I
said
used the
that's how he
massage
puts
guy.
it.
Why you gotta hit me with that homosexual rhythm?
Why you
Okay,
giving
okay.
the Polynesian rhythm of our own?
So yeah, he asked me to massage his arm. I then agreed, yeah, sure. I'll do that for until the end of this episode because I want to go back into my room. And he goes, okay, agreed. So then I do his arm,
Doesn't that motherfucker have 2 hands?
I don't think he lost
But-
like a hand.
Is
So-
he an amputee?
no.
It could be like.
Is his arm
My own
broken?
I bet that.
Dad, I'm a bot.
Why can't he do it?
Because when I was for
He's
legal
the fucking
reasons,
thing.
He's lazy.
for legal reasons, the context is I've been doing it for since I was a kid, and for legal reasons I can say I was assortedly disciplined for not if I didn't do what he said.
Just put him
that
back.
is legal reasons.
That is the legal reasons,
That
right?
is legal. You're so right. I was gonna be like,
I'd be like, why is this
Whoa.
legal?
whoa.
Yeah.
Well, go on. You're an adult
Was
now.
it dead like, honey, I need a child. I need,
Honey, we
I
need a-
some sort of slave that
I
can
need some
massage my arm.
I need some on-demand savage. Who's gonna massage these arms when you're out of the house?
Give me
Whenever
a
he does
sign.
something wrong, he owes me 2
It's the fucking memes of the alcoholic dad. It's like instead of calling him instead of calling him as a kid, it's calling him as a beer bringer or something like that.
No, but the thing is
Massage.
it's because
Massage boy.
whenever I was
Where's
a
my
kid,
massage boy?
Where's my
Right, bring him my
where's my
masseuse
young
boy.
masseuse?
even when I was a kid, I would have to do it until he'd fall asleep, and if I try to go, no, here's the thing, here's the kicker, I'll be massaging his feet, and if he falls asleep, and if I try to stop, he'll wake up, and then,
Smack you.
no, I'm just gonna say, he's gonna say discipline me, okay?
Yes,
It was
smack.
Discipline,
What, kick?
yeah.
Oh, that's worse.
That's worse.
No, he didn't,
Where did he kick you?
But here's the thing,
Something
right?
just backs up.
I got kicked
Well,
once.
here's what you could do, right? If you
kicked
don't
many times.
massage him, his limbs will get all crooked, and then he can't
Yeah,
discipline
you see, the thing is, if you don't treat him, his limbs will atrophy. And he won't be able to use them.
That is the kicker.
That is the kicker.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. You're not a kicker.
Well, my dad used to literally get kicked over the fence by his dad.
Oh shit.
Like, I'd hold him up and go like... go over the neighbor's fence.
yeah, but so anyways, when I was a kid, if I didn't do it, if he'd wake up and saw me not doing it, I could kick him in the face, in the chest, or in the stomach.
Jesus.
We're gonna cut this part out, by the way. It's just-
No, we're not.
cut out.
We're leaving it
Why?
in for the social services.
Does
Why?
your dad listen to the Rongotai radio broadcast?
Why are we
No,
cutting
he
it out?
wants to, and I say no.
So why are we cutting it out?
Oh no, he listens to it so he
'Cause you-
hears how bad of a father he's being to his child.
It's not as bad as
He's hitting you.
Well, he was.
Well, it's
He doesn't
Polynesian,
anymore.
right?
Ryder, trying to rationalize it. isn't-
That's not a good thing, Ryder.
Yeah, you don't rationalize
You
getting
don't rationalize getting hit by your parent.
Right, being hit or not, it's
If-
still a little.
I know.
But this is one of those things where you know it's wrong, but can't really be changed. It's just ingrained in Polynesian culture.
Thank you.
It
'Cause I
shouldn't
was
be,
smacked. I was smacked by my father.
Are we cutting that out too?
I don't really care anymore. But I just told him you cannot watch the pod. You cannot listen to the podcast. And he was like, "Well, tell me what it's about." I was like, "Oh, we
maybe-
just chat."
You know what?
Just 11, just never.
You know what? You can cut this too. Maybe
No,
it was
he's
a
trying
good
to
thing.
find it. I told him no.
No, it's also one of those things where you have to think about the alternative, because the alternative is calling fucking
I mean, I
parental
can do it
control
myself.
or calling the police on your dad. In which case, he either gets sent to prison and you get left without dad, or else you get sent to another family,
And then
Yeah.
you have no dad.
Yeah.
and then you have no dad. In an ideal
I'm
world,
not-
your dad
I
would
think
pick you over the
I think
fence.
you can manage.
No, but the thing is, but the only thing that saved me from from like the worst ones was when my mum would come on time because she would be coming home late from work.
Get away from him!
No. She'll just stare at me. No, she'll just stare at me and nod me to go over to my room and just stay there while she'll talk to my dad. And that was it.
I don't know the definition of cut it out. Do I just cut out your entire fucking story?
Don't cut any of it out.
Yeah, don't cut any.
Don't
of
cut it.
Okay.
But yeah, so I had to massage it. Anyways, back to the original story. I had to massage his leg, his thighs, his feet. And
How many
and
kicks
then it
how many
comes-
kicks did you get in this time frame?
No, I didn't give him kissing his arm. He's like, he understands now. He understands. Anyways,
20 years of age. Understand.
so it was like the longest episode of Ironheart ever for like an hour and a half. I think.
Ironheart?
Yeah, it's a new.
Yeah, I know it's new, but you watched it?
Well,
No,
wouldn't his dad be watching it?
Yeah, my dad.
Wait, the Marvel show Iron.
Yeah,
Riri Williams.
Why?
Little black
I watched
girl.
like half an episode and got bored of it, and I was like, not going back to that thing ever again.
Okay.
And I went to the sitting room to go chill out, and they were watching it. So I was like,
I'll tell you what. The only good thing I think came out of Ironheart was the line in Wakanda Forever. Oh shit, she's going Iron Man.
I'll call you Iron Man.
I better continue.
Anyways, yeah. So like the episode ends, right? So I was like, episode ended. I'm gonna go back. And he was like, no, keep going. And I was like, and I was like, I then have a flashback of like my memories as a kid. So I was like, fine, I'll do it then. So he goes, next episode, and then you can go back. And I was like, fuck. And then so
How many times did he do that?
he did it all my life, okay? Because he used to add on time. It was like, do this for half an hour, then you can go, nah, you stop for 10 seconds, go on another half an hour, nah, stop for 10 seconds, you're gonna fucking keep doing this until you
Our
fucking...
parents have done some dumb shit, man.
Don't parents usually just massage each other? I know my dad like rubs my mum's foot.
Yeah, so does my dad.
My dad only does it when he's happy.
So like, the only person who's really like, my mum's done it like he's driving, like she'll massage his neck while he's driving, or like my sisters for a feet, but like my sisters get it off easy. He goes, okay, you're done, go away. Bring your brother back in.
It's because they're a girl.
Literally! He
Maybe
thinks
you
they
have
need
a
special
really
treatment.
soft
They're not
hands.
capable of more.
No.
You have nice soft hands.
I don't
No,
think
back then, my hands was...
You have nice firm hands.
I'm surprised.
That was during the time when I had boxing as well.
You know, I'm surprised.
Nice muscly hands.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't relate to Emperor like Palpatine when he got like a massage.
When he went to the tie.
And then,
He went to the tie quadrant. Coincidentally, that's also why Ray is half Thai.
anyways, and then like I started getting pissy, and so I would start, and so I started getting pissy and started getting pissed, and so my sister was like, "Ryder, where's your keys?" And I was like, "In my room." And he goes, and then I start out to back in a pissed off mood, and my dad was noticing. He was like, "So, do you want to be here?" I was like, "No, I'd rather be in my room doing stuff I wanted to do." Because that was the original plan. And he goes, alright, get lost in. And I was like, thank you. Off back to my room I go.
I find it funny that he had the audacity to ask you, oh, do you not want to be here? It's like, no fucking shit, you don't want to be here.
Who wants to rub their own dad's arm?
Can't read social cues.
No, literally, I'm like
It's the
I'm
feet
like the
that I
spawn
don't
of him, but
I fucking rub my
somehow he's an IT.
man, you got some nasty ass feet, man.
Oh, I think I did that with my grandma a couple of times.
I know my family members do that with my grandfather. my mom asked me to do it one time and I was like, no! I have the power to say no. I'm bigger than you. You can't force me to do shit.
So like whenever my cousins get hurt, so like I would offer them if they need them, if they like need me to for them. Oh, sorry, they need me to massage them for a little bit because they're injured.
Cousin of mine.
Oh
May I
my
rub
god! Stop with the cousins!
My relative, okay,
Oh,
my
what-
relative.
What product do you use?
So no, like after a rugby game, one of my relatives would be like, "Fuck this
Oh,
hurts," and so their leg would be cramping up, and so like instead I would ask, "Oh, do you want me to do it for you?" And then I'll go like, "Bang, bang, 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 bang," scrape their leg. Shut up!
Ryder, you're digging yourself a deep
Talking
hole.
about massaging?
You're talking about...
Why don't you just say that, man?
Why you gotta throw in all this... Bang, bang, bang!
We gotta throw in this
Roll.
Why you gotta throw in all this essential rigmarole, man?
But yeah, that's basically my story. I have pretty shitty.
Before we move on, do you want to reveal the...
Yeah, I'll reveal the 10 of hearts.
Bang, bang, bang.
When your cousin comes
You
over,
talking about the
like,
massaging? Yeah. Why don't you just say that, man?
Why don't you just say...
Boom, 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 boom.
No, fuck
you
off.
in my
no,
room.
no, don't fucking sing that.
Why you gotta hit us with
And that's a forever. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm
I
specifically,
wanna
I'm specifically
double
pissed
boom.
at Ryder singing it. You can sing it.
Alright, sing it.
Sing it.
It's been the lot to get that.
He fucks his sister.
in my fuck off.
You're gonna,
That's where he draws
if you're
the
gonna,
line.
If you're gonna keep doing shit like that, then it's gonna implicate you fucking heavily.
Alright,
You massage your family? Why don't you just say that, man?
What's this guy got?
Simi's raising by 60.
Bang, bang,
I can't
this
see
guy
anything that he would have. Oh, I kind of can.
He's got 2 brains.
I can have a card on the board. That's what I can.
Nah.
I can kind of see what he meant.
I fold. Jack folds.
Like laundry.
So it's only Hawani left.
Like laundry.
Shall I get the river over and done with?
Your cards are falling down.
When was the last time I folded
No,
my
I placed
clothes?
them there so I can see the number.
So we should place the river.
Actually, mine was last week.
A 7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Well,
Shall we reveal?
yeah.
Try to reveal.
A king and a 5.
Oh, I got a pair of.
Juan has got a pair of 9s. Simi has a 2 pair of kings
Simi
and 5s.
wins.
Simi wins.
Give me all your galleons, filthy muggles.
I'm actually the chips.
Galleons, boy. Galleons, boy.
The blue token.
Oh shit. You
That's
drop.
only about water.
Is that
Big
10?
blind, no, you're big
Out of
blind.
middle.
Probably 10.
Good.
Probably aluminium.
At least it's not
Mr.
gold.
Duncan. Yes,
Have a store.
I have a very short story. Look, it's finished.
I have a very short story. Oh, look at that. It's
Yeah,
finished.
my mom would always do that. Like when I still got tucked in the bed, I'm gonna sing you a song, and it's not very long. It's finished. But
It's not very long. It's finished.
yeah. So my actual little tidbit was so I was walking home from the last podcast, and I was coming up on like, the street. You okay?
What? Calm down, mate.
I accidentally bumped my tooth while I was laughing.
Oh.
Oh,
You good?
Because I was like,
Yeah, I know how you did it.
we
You're
know
holding
how.
the bottle. Okay, so yeah, I was walking on the street behind Lao Bay, down that like little bit. It's like the same road that leads down here. Yeah, and so because Lao Bay's sign patrol.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah, so they were doing the signs out the back, and I walked by. I was like, okay, I'll wait here. and like when they put the signs out, I started cussing. I was like, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
That is where I come from. You're not my heritage. Good on. I leave to you the future.
These are my lands. And I learned through play.
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right. It's finished. Pretty funny.
I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's done.
gonna sing you a song.
There, we're
Very long. It's
gonna
finished.
sing you a song, and it's not very long.
It's finished.
Oh, you got a story?
Wait before your story. Cards.
Yeah, we've got to learn to keep this poker rolling.
Okay, here comes
We
the
get
flop.
through like 3 sets.
A four of spades, a king of spades, and a queen of diamonds. Now, do you have a story?
Oh shit.
Your story. Your story. Your story. You have a story.
I have a story.
Here's a story.
Okay. So
you raise?
Can I
Cool.
Jack's raising by
this
He has a reason.
homosexual rigmarole. I fold.
homosexual rigmarole, man. So my story is
Okay.
Yes, but
a few weeks ago.
That's his life story.
A few weeks ago,
more
a friend.
more like a cautionary tale.
a friend by the name of
Bench.
Zulkifli, yes, required.
Oh yeah, I know
My
this
help.
story.
And because he's a little bit undereducated in the audio world, and he was like, "Hey man, you should come do audio for me." I'm
So
like,
careful, if
"Oh,
you're
yeah,
listening,
man."
you should beat him up.
Yeah.
He's not gonna beat me up. You can't touch me, boy.
He's probably not even listening.
No.
He's not gonna fucking listen to this. Anyway,
He doesn't even wave hi across the street.
True.
Yeah.
We're gonna have gay sex in the back of the
okay, but yeah. So Keithley was like, "Hey man, I'll pick you up from Wellington Station." So I'm waiting at Wellington Station, and who do I see fucking walk out the front? But some sucker in a suit and tie, Huani Cowan, the one and only host of Rongotai Radio Broadcast. That's me! Oh, you! That's that guy! I walked up to him and I'm like, mate. And he's like, huh? Oh, how are you, man? He's like, oh, hey, man. And it was good. I enjoyed seeing him, and apparently their breaks are not as long 10 minutes.
It's
It's a 10-minute break. 10-minute break.
If you want to go downstairs during your break, you have to take 2 elevators. With a corridor between the elevators halfway.
Okay.
Which means you spend 3 minutes getting downstairs. You have to spend 3 minutes getting up or you'll be late. So what are you left with?
3 minutes!
At the bottom.
So you have
I'm
3 minutes
taking
of
a
break at the
break.
bottom. And it was nice seeing him. And then Zulkifli was fucking just stressing out about audio shit. And then EOS was there.
Oh, EOS.
Doing some other audio shit.
Entrepreneurial operating system.
EOS Mio.
Can you say EOS Mio?
And we got the induction for the ADR room, and it was fucking great. Connor, a guy who went to Rongotai College, he does a very convincing Western accent because that's what was required of him from Zakifli.
Wait, is it Connor from my group?
Yeah, Connor from your group. You know Connor goes to Massey, right?
Yeah. He said he was in Malcolm's class.
Oh yeah,
for a
he's
bit.
the gym guy, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, Connor? And he's just the guy sitting there.
I still call him Conor McGregor.
No shit. But yeah, it was there. And it turns out I kind of just really needed to do nothing. I kind of just sat at the back just watching them voice act the entire time and just helped and cleaned and that was it. But it was nice. It was nice. And, you know, it's finished.
Do not make this a normal.
I came to work. It's not very long.
Okay,
It doesn't rhyme.
That's kind of shit.
I know. Because it's finished.
All right. Do you want to deal cards in your story, mate?
Oh yeah, I'll do the turn. Turn is an 8 of spades.
An 8.
Not to be confused with an ace of spades.
Gotta get them.
An 8 of spades.
Okay.
Boom, boom, gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom.
My
Any
fault
bets?
is-
Boom, boom,
Any
boom.
bets?
Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm fucking obsessed with like this.
No bets.
Is
Any
it right
bets?
I'm out there in the
Any
clouds. She's
bets?
like,
Any bets?
I got that.
Did anyone race?
Nope. No.
No.
Got it, that face on the road.
Alright, then I shall show the river. The river is a 9 of spades.
Ah, shit.
Oh, well, whoever has a spade, congrats, man.
Yeah. Even if no one's raising, I'm folding.
Might have fold. Issue 3 left.
I'm not raising. So we reveal?
Are you all checking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Ryder of
No.
I was
Wait.
waiting for a straight.
Ryder decided to raise it. Well, it's too late, Ryder. He's already fucking revealed his cards. Can't raise
Fuck
it.
it. Let's go.
We made very clear if anyone wants to make more bets.
3, 2, 1. I got a pair of 4s.
That's what you wanted to bet.
I got nothing. I just needed a jack.
I wanted a 7.
Oh
to
wait,
get straight.
if I use myself, can I have a straight?
We do not
Well, you're
have
not
a
straight
pocket
at all,
jack.
are you?
Go not to pocket.
That would be a 7 straight if there was a jack.
That'd be funny.
If
You
that
could
was a
have a pocket jack, but you can't use it
Pair
for
of
straight.
4s. He's got nothing, and you've got nothing. Ryder wins.
Yay!
Hey,
Ryder
I've got a
wins
pair
on
of
a pair of
fours.
fours.
Ryder's the only one who has actually got something.
What a shit game.
You know, I was gonna fold on the first. I was gonna fold on the first draw, but then I looked back at my card and was like, oh, I got a pair of 4s.
I played that round fucking horribly.
What could you have won?
I got
I had a
that
queen.
big black. I got my face on the
You
road.
would have gone a pair of queens, mate. You would have won.
I had a queen and a 5.
No, you could have won.
I could have won. We won.
21.
Tell the viewers your story.
I'm shuffling. Give me a minute. Also, Ryder, you forgot to collect this money. You
When Ben goes, it sounds like.
I'm shuffling. Shuffling.
Step on there.
Alright, my
Stop.
story.
Hammer time.
I suppose.
Eating is bad.
I suppose
stop for us.
I'll just talk about what's been happening since I've I suppose not really graduated, but like finished all my shit. So I suppose I'm on a break for a bit.
He's finished.
you should not have said that.
I should know. I should stab you. I should make it so you need a massage, boy.
I should give you a very intricate massage. Don't fucking do that,
Why you
Ryder.
gotta do that? Why you gotta hit with the homosexual, man?
The homosexual rigmarole. Anyway, so
Keep this behavior up and go.
What's wrong with you, man?
So my
Continue,
time,
sorry.
my time generally has been taken up while I've been on my own with making a new Minecraft mod pack because I've felt like it. that's the whole reason. That and finishing off some projects such as music shit, and of course composing the new theme for the Rongotai radio broadcast.
Sorry, mate.
That only took like an hour. Yeah, I've been busy with that shit, and I also got randomly impromptu invited to a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Ooh. I had no intention of being a part of this Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Whoa.
I have now been dragged into this Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
You've been dragged into
I've been dragged.
Will you finish this Dungeons and Dragons campaign now that you've been dragged in?
Well, it hasn't started yet. It's starting.
Well, you start this.
Well, you could say you've been dragged on.
Dragged on to.
Dragged on to.
They're gonna need nuts in their mouth.
So now what?
Dragged on.
Stop it.
Hi.
But anyway. So this all started because a while back I got asked by two of my friends, like, hey, you seem like the kind of person who knows how to play D&D. Could you teach us how to play D&D? I was like, okay, I can't really make a campaign, but I can show you the basics of how to play the game. So that never ended up happening because we never organized any sort of time for me to like teach them how to play the game. And then I get a DM from my friend Riley, and he's like,
You get a DM?
A direct message.
Oh, not Dungeon Master?
Not Dungeon Master. Even though I got a DM from the DM of the campaign.
You got a Dungeon Master from the direct message?
Yeah, I got a Dungeon Master.
The DM DM'd you.
The DM DM'd you. The direct message Dungeon Mastered you.
Alright,
But I got a message from this guy called Riley.
Direct mastered you.
Riley.
And he's like,
Girl's name.
Girl!
Can't confirm.
Vagina alert!
actually they're trans.
Penis alert!
No, Samir! Say it as a very died
But yeah, they were like, okay, so they're like, hey, so do you have a character already for the campaign coming up? Because like I just got invited to a server that was just like, oh, like the icon was a castle, a dragon, and fire, like as emojis. That was the entire fucking server name, and I was like, okay, I can interpret what this is. I'm just gonna join anyway because like they haven't provided any sort of context. So I joined, and it's like, all right, is everyone ready for the campaign that's coming up next week? And I'm like, what? This was happening while I was still doing my work shit, so like my essays and whatever. So I was like, I would like it for it to not happen because I have 2 essays to write and I'm only halfway through one of them. Anyway, that session got cancelled because the DM got sick. So it got pushed to 2 days from now, from when we're recording this. And whenever
So it'll be Sunday? Monday.
yeah, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
It's Friday.
No, it's Monday.
It's Saturday!
But,
That's actually a good idea.
whenever we're doing that, I got a message being like, so do you have a character already like made up for this shit? And I was like, no. Because I wasn't aware this was fucking happening. I was not aware this was happening. It's like, alright, could you come up with like a framework of a character like before the next session? I was like, alright, I've got an essay to do, I'll try my fucking best. And so they're like, oh, we're kind of using D&D Beyond, which is this website which you use to like run D&D campaigns. And I was trying to fucking use it, and it's like, I was like, oh yeah, are you making a character for this campaign or for your profile or whatever? And it's like, what? And I can't be fucked doing this right now. So I do my essay instead. I was like, oh yeah, it got cancelled. Okay, I don't have to think about this for a while because we didn't plan like another thing for like another 2 weeks in advance. So what ended up happening was I go through the entire week, and now I've been trying to think about like, what do I actually want to do for a character? Because I said that I have character.
I've got an idea.
What?
It could be a dragon that lives in a dungeon.
What's the name for the dragon as well?
What?
Ben Wang.
I have an idea!
Ben Wang.
But yeah,
Shut up.
shut up.
Lady Gaga.
Rihanna! Jack Black!
Anyway,
Sid Vincent! Chris Brown!
anyway,
Kim Jong-un.
Drake! Kanye West! City! P. Diddy!
you guys done?
Sabrina
Sabrina Carpenter.
Jenna Ortega.
Ariana Grande.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Shut the fuck up and listen to Ben.
Lang.
I actually have a couple questions for Ben when he's finished.
Anyway.
It's so funny
that they all actually
Yeah, they actually do fucking appear in the video.
Yeah, because it's a transcript. It reads what you say.
Did he show up?
You know what? I was right, I mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned it like twice. Anyway.
Okay,
So I was like, alright, what the fuck do I come up with a character? And I'm like, I'm just gonna not think about this and fucking work on my actual projects, my university shit, and my mod pack that I want to make because I want to play Minecraft with my friends. So while trying to fucking work that out, I've also been trying to like set up a server with Siri and Kaden, my friends over in America.
Hi.
Because we got a mod pack that we actually kind of find fun to play, even if we had a fucking boss rush by accident. And so this entire time I've not been thinking about like, oh, what kind of character do I want to do for this D&D campaign? Which honestly, I don't want to do the D&D campaign. I got roped into it and now I don't know how to say I don't really want to do this because I got dragged into it 2 weeks in advance and now it feels like it's too late to pull out.
Just say that.
It's never
Too late to pull out. Too late to pull out. Why don't you just say leave?
Why'd you say it's too late to leave?
I could.
What a homosexual rigmarole.
I could, but it also seems like a bit of a dick move because it feels like, oh yeah, I've been playing
That is a
for a
dick.
Why'd you say that?
Why did you just say it's rude, man?
I gotta pull all this.
Literally.
Okay, is that... Alright. Well, do we have room for one more story?
I'm not entirely finished.
Do the cards.
Card in my hand.
So, while you do the
Do the
my
cards and
cards
continue your story.
So, while that's all been going on, it's like, oh yeah, what kind of ideas do I have for characters? I don't fucking know.
A big
Pig man.
I'm actually
lives in a dungeon.
there's no real like pig characters in this year.
Just do an orc.
Do homebrew. I was gonna do an orc, yeah. I was gonna do an orc because I was like, oh yeah, I like orcs. Why not?
Do a zombie pigman.
I can't do that because it's not Minecraft.
Do a ghost. Do an Enderman.
Do a chicken
I can't do a chicken
jockey.
I can't go to the Nether.
You must go to the Never.
All right. Continue your story.
There's Dave.
So,
George Lucas.
Continue your
so
story.
I've been having to juggle trying to manage a mod pack, fucking be part of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I don't want to be part of, that I got dragged into for no fucking reason. And like having to fucking manage all the intricacies for this shit is just so fucking annoying, alongside having to deal with my fucking university shit. And fucking hell.
Oh, Ben. Having a tough time.
Yeah, having a tough time, even though I'm finished with uni. I might probably just ask to be like, hey, I know this is the last minute, but like, I didn't want to be part of this campaign.
Yeah, can I pull out because I?
Because like,
Can I pull out? Can I pull?
I feel like
why'd you
it's
say
been
leave?
miscommunication on everyone's part, and the fact that like I said, oh yeah, I'm already part of a D&D campaign because we've had me, my friends Siri and Kaden, and some of our other group of friends. We've had a D&D campaign that's been in the making for 5 years now. Like we've been intricately planning all of this shit, and it's been really fucking annoying trying to manage it because people keep leaving and coming in and like leaving and coming back in, and it's like we've never been able to manage half of this shit. The art wasn't finished properly. I was supposed to make the music for it and never got an opportunity to make the music for it, and like I've had a character set up for it for so long. I've been so ready to play that character, and then being told, oh hey, make another character for this different D&D campaign. It's like, oh shit, now I have to manage that as well. Because like I'm not the DM for it, but I'm like sort of meant to be like co-teaching how the players play the game.
You're the
And
trainer.
yeah, I'm like the trainer.
like
Because like I'm meant to be like the player trainer, and like
How to Train Your Dragon.
yeah, I'm like how to train the Dungeons and Dragons. How to train your Dungeons and Dragons.
How to change your dragon in a dungeon?
How to train your dragon, but this time in a dungeon.
Squirrel.
This time you can.
Just throw in the dragon's name in there. Gonna if it pop up.
You're gonna
like
appear under the
Pokemon.
video.
Hideous Silverback!
Yeah.
What?
Tiger Waititi.
Julian Dennis.
So is that your story finished, mate?
But yeah, it's fucking dealing with all that bullshit.
Our sympathies go out to you.
Our sympathies go out to Ben.
Yeah.
Now I have a question about your story.
What's your question?
Us as a group, do you think we're the genre of people to play D&D?
No.
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 Okay, good.
And I'm not gonna make a campaign for that shit. I don't DM.
I think that's good.
We came across the fortress of the brown ones.
I feel like if anyone would
You
have
stumble into the Polynesian fortress.
You've come across
You are suddenly surrounded by an army of Polynesia.
I feel like if anyone would have made a campaign, it would be
The only way is to give them a can of corned beef.
Simi's fucking improv skills are really good. I
trespassed into the realm of the Dragon Lady. Her anger is vicious and swift. You must work together as a cohesive unit. Oh! Never mind, it's hopeless.
Hold up. I got an
on
idea.
your first stealth mission, looks at
into the
Ryder.
lair of the dragon lady.
Wait a minute.
It's a magnanimous.
Hold on. I've got a way to deal with the dragon lady.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Here's Nick.
Nick can't deal with
That's
the
the
dragon lady.
equivalent of throwing a fucking team member at the problem and it still doesn't get solved.
That empowers her.
Nick is in a dungeon.
Next to Princess.
Our mission is to save Nick!
Save the crown prince of the Locae
I've
house.
got a better idea.
What's your idea?
That's the relationship.
Here's some
Dungeons
dumplings.
and Dragons.
Empower her too! You racist!
Wait, what did you say?
No,
He said
She
give
said
this
throw
dumplings.
dumplings.
no.
You are not the dungeon master, okay?
You will never be the dragon boy.
You're the fucking distraction of
You're not a dungeon master. You'll never be a dungeon master, and you'll never be a dungeon master.
I have an idea. Let me roll 20 to throw dumplings at them.
I'll present the
Somehow
card.
rolls a negative number.
I'll present the cards. By the way, we have the next.
That has to go out. That has to be cut out.
We have the next. flop.
That has to be cut out.
I used my
No
25% Chinese heritage to give you the stamp of a
Come on, guys. It's
we don't
dumplings.
we don't care what we say about the dragon. Lady. We've got ace of diamonds,
Yeah.
an ace of hearts, and a two of clubs.
Dumpling,
Yeah.
dumpling.
And we have a dumpling.
Fucking shit move.
You want to throw radish? Oh, thank you for the dumpling. Must have been a pose.
And this is
Does
why
he
I
use
say
his Polynesian power or does he throw dumplings?
Why? The funny thing is, dumplings got no relation to Larissa except the basic Chinese. Never once seen her eat a dumpling.
it's literally just fucking racist. That's it.
I can't lie.
Oh, what? Does she
That was the only reason why I thought of it.
Bro, that's not even funny. That's just fucking racist.
You gotta
Does she
take it a step
appreciate deep fried tao?
up. Oh my god. No! I'm cutting that one out.
Oh, I hope you remember this stuff.
That's
she appreciate
That's
Hong
a-
Kong chicken?
That's what I mean. It's like the fucking Maxor fucking clip of what is it? Fucking Metal Gear Rising. It's like, you're not cringe. You're just fucking racist.
What if we just give her a fish and chip shop?
No.
Ryder,
She served fish and
how
chip
about
along with
Ryder,
Chinese cuisine.
how about shut up?
Shut up.
Shut up. This is what we mean when we say you dig yourself a bigger hole.
I
You do this every fucking
Digging yourself
conversation.
with both hands.
What's your next idea? Sushi?
That didn't fucking work.
No, that's one I actually have seen her eat.
What's your next idea? Ramen?
Ramen noodle.
No, he started digging that hole a long time ago when he called her a fucking Asian motherfucker.
Fucking Asian.
True. on the fucking speakerphone.
I didn't know!
Why do you say that on a call?
Because I thought it was alone!
Fucking Asian motherfucker.
Fucking. Oh, you with that dragon lady fucking
To
Asian.
be fair, I did say sorry, and then I was like, actually, you know what? Never mind.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. So what the fuck?
I was like, fuck.
On one hand, it's like bad that you said that over the speakerphone. We're not judging you for the fact you said it. We're judging for the fact you said it to her face, effectively.
Next idea? Wasabi.
Wasabi.
Is that
Right, do you have a story?
Kung Fu Panda.
I do have a story.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, you
I
go
have
with
to
the
think
story.
about what story I want to tell because I've got a few this week.
You should just pick the one that has words.
Oh yes, I'll say one
You
too.
should say the short one.
Say short
That'll
one.
probably work as well.
You should say the short one.
Well, because,
finished.
It's finished!
Sorry, Sydney.
because
I won't do it again.
I shall do it many times.
okay,
Stop it.
because I mentioned it on the Discord, I'll tell you the stories my father told me.
You're Oh, right.
Father.
So the other night I was watching Journey's End and Stolen Earth,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Doctor Who episode.
or rather the other way around.
Yeah.
And my dad came in, and my mum was in Auckland, so I think he was a bit bored.
Yeah.
So he just started watching Doctor Who with me,
Okay.
and he seemed to like it. But then the show ended, and I was going to put on part 2, but I'm like, does he want to watch part 2, or I don't know. But anyway, he just starts talking about his childhood.
Okay.
Back in my
And he tells
day.
me some really funny stories. Like, there was this one when... Oh, no. There was a bit of a conversation beforehand, because I mentioned how we went to the open day. Open day
yeah.
at Rongotai
Yeah. Open evening.
College, open evening. And he was like, when I was at school, there was someone, like, broke into the staff room. They, like, smashed everything up. And, like, painted KKK over all of the walls.
Oh, dear God.
And I was like, whoa. And he's like, yeah. And then he proceeds. He goes on and he says, and a while later, I was talking to this guy, like, after we had left school that I hadn't talked to before. We just ran into each other. And I told him that I went to, I forgot what the school was. I'll just say it's Tower College. I know it's not Tower College.
You
but
sure
I
it's not
told-
Puttydoll College?
Did they have a
no.
Okay, great. That's great.
What's the other college in?
Mana,
College?
Aotea,
Al-
Bishop Yard.
I think it might have been Aotea College.
Oh.
I think it was Aotea College. Anyway,
Sounds
he was talking to
possible.
this other guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I went to Aotea College." And the guy's like, "Oh, when did you leave school?" And he's like, "Oh, it's 1980, whenever it was, not probably 1990 or something."
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh, you would have been there when they someone broke into the staff room, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I remember that." And he's like, "Oh, that was me and my friends, mate."
I knew it!
The funny thing about it is, this guy, him and his friends in question, are just big fat moldy guys. And they painted KKK purely to throw the scent off them. Because they're brown.
No one was suspicious.
And you know what? It worked because the suspicion turned to one of Dad's other friends. Was one of the only white guys that went to the school.
Oh.
That's crazy.
A white ginger guy called Anthony. And the police were like pressuring him to confess and shit. Just confess, you did it. We know you did it. To make it seem like you. Well, I think he had said some stuff, like offensive stuff. So he said, "Just do it, just do it."
Some inflammatory stuff.
Yeah. So the police were constantly coming
said
over to
no.
his house, and Dad talked about this one time where he exploded. Not literally exploded.
Spontaneously combusted.
But he had like a huge like rant about, man, the police are over at my house every fucking day. My mum and the fucking inspector's on a first name basis now.
Where's your dad from?
Tawa, Porirua.
Oh.
No, he grew up in on your street,
Waitangi Waihemo.
Oh.
He grew up on my street. You don't know that,
Actuals.
yeah.
like a few houses down from where my dad lives.
Yeah, because
Shit.
Juani drove to like my street, and then his dad was like, "Oh, I used to live here." I was like, "Okay, whoa, oh shit,
I can
okay."
imagine him doing it. Oh yeah, you still live here.
All the kids down the street I used to play with. But yeah,
So I thought that was pretty funny. And then there was one other story he told me that was along the same lines. He at some point he lived in a house or my grandparents were divorced, so they lived in separate places. Anyway, one of them lived in a house where the backyard had a cliff, and at the top of the cliff was school field. And separating the two was a hedge. And one day they woke up and there was a car halfway over the cliff through the hedge.
okay.
Over the hedge.
So my grandfather, Mr. John Rohihi, and his dad's name was Hawaii. But my grandfather, John Rohihi, called the police and was like, "Can you get this car off?" And the police were like, "We can't do anything about it because the car actually hasn't been reported stolen.
Oh my god.
So we're not allowed to touch it." So my grandpa like takes the car,
And he stole it.
dismantles it,
Okay.
and uses it for scrap parts on his own car. So after a while, there's just none of the car left.
Really?
Yeah. And anyway,
Okay.
Resourceful.
again, sometime later, my dad said he was like smoking and drinking in an abandoned warehouse where all his friends used to hang out late at night.
Yeah.
And he was telling the story about the car. One of his friends was like, I don't remember the model of the car, so I'll just make them up. One of his friends was like, "Oh, is that a Ford Falcon?"
Ford Falcon!
Was it a yellow Ford Falcon? And Dad was like, yeah, it was. And he's like, oh, I drove that over the cliff.
Oh my god.
I'm asking
Shit.
Oh, that's mine.
I'll just keep happening.
No, but it wasn't his. Because he was like, I drove that over the cliff. And then my dad was like, oh, my dad took that and scrapped it. It's gone, doesn't exist anymore. And he's like, the other guy continues, oh yeah, I stole it from my sister. We went on a joyride. started doing donuts on the field, and then it accidentally went over the cliff and we all ran away.
Oh,
I
shit.
feel like I know which cliff this is.
Small world, huh? Holy.
Oh no!
Small country.
If your dad remembers,
Yeah, it's a small city as well.
Just hanging out with
your dad might have been there
stole
when
it.
it was
I was
either Aotea College or Puriro College blew up. Had their fire.
We're not actually
I don't
talking about
remember
blowing
that.
up.
That was back
Dan,
then.
was that like when that
Well,
guy
it might
blew
have been
up?
there. He hasn't told me a story about that.
Nah.
I was like,
If it-
blowing
Blowing out the
explosion.
back of the college. Why don't you just say crashing? Why don't you just say that, man?
no, it was literally like the whole school caught on fire.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
Just
so
say it
like-
exploded.
Hey, look, Rongotai is no stranger to fire, alright?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I know who did it. During that time, I know who did it. My
Was
uncle.
it a friend of yours?
No, it was my uncle's friends. Because he was telling me the story in the
Just put it
garage.
as a pretty small town.
You know, it was my so technically it was my uncle. Okay, am I about to interrupt this?
I'll pretty much finish the story.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might as well go then. So my
bye.
uncle was telling me the story. So my uncle was telling me I was in the garage. I was sitting in the garage having a vape with my uncle, and I go, and he starts telling me stories of back when he was in Aotea, and it was Puriro College that blew up, and then he starts going, oh, do you remember the? Because my dad used to go Puriro College, and he goes, do you remember the time when Puriro College blew up? Or like caught on fire from the science block? And then he was, my dad saying, yeah. And then he was like, it was da 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 da. And he was like, how do you know? He was like, they told me because dad saw, because my uncle's dad saw, you know what? Okay, this is what happened.
All those words and zero substance.
No, my-
Wait, were you giving your uncle a massage?
No.
Hey, do you know
No.
da-da-da? So that guy said, and basically the other guy
I
said, my
do-
friend said,
yeah.
No,
do you know that guy?
I'll continue the story because my uncle was in the car when he was a kid with his dad. Rest his soul. They were driving past Puriro College to go to my dad's place, and so they pull over. My uncle, the one that was driving, he goes, "Shh, what are you doing?" And they see that Puriro College is on fire, and they are running down from the hill, and they're all covered in smoke, coughing. And he goes, "Why are you coughing?" And then his nephews, my uncle's cousins, they go, "Oh, they just made up some random ass excuse." And then my uncle said, "Get in the car, I know you're lying." So he drove him back home, my uncle's dad. He drove them back home, gave them a hiding because he knew that he blew them up, that they blew up the science block. But I'll tell you how they did it.
The story's coming.
How did they do it?
Did they turn on the gas and then light a fuse?
Getting there. So they were inside the
Just the Bunsen burners.
Yeah.
No, that's literally it.
Well, that's what he said.
That's what I said.
Yeah, so like they
Turn
were
on the
trying
gas
to,
and the bunsen
So they
burners
just
and
went
then
around
light
the
a
class
fuse.
letting out all the Bunsen burners and then threw a match in.
no, they turn on the Bunsen burners, mucking around and like trying to trashing the whole place, like trying to and like get the test answers as well, and then.
So they trashed the place and also get the test answers. Oh, these test answers will be
so-
really great with the schools
And then-
burnt down.
And so, like, they left the Bunsen burners on.
So they exploded it as a mistake, pretty much.
Yeah, so like, it was...
Because they forgot to turn off the Bunsen
So they
burners.
forgot to turn off the Bunsen burners, and while they're walking down this... While they get outside, the gas is already covered in the whole building, and then one of them, one smart ass,
Smokes.
Does he smoke?
he pops a ciggy in his mouth, goes...
That's some fucking Zoolander
Did he
shit.
survive?
It's a lot of
Yeah, they were long enough to be away from the explosion, but when he flicked the cigarette away,
Oh my
it
God.
landed
Also,
in the area. It landed in the area, and they're like, oh no, and they fucking ran it, and they're. And all you see is them covered in like soot and like burnt clothes, and like monkeys like.
That fucking reminds me of like, there's a scene.
It's like a Looney Tunes.
No,
Like,
it reminds me
plot.
No, it reminds me specifically. There's a scene in Futurama, and I think it's like in the episode The Sting, where you just cut to Bender. He's fucking going because he's on fire. All of them run in with fucking fire extinguishers. They put him out. And he's like, oh, thanks, jerks, and then he lights up a ciggy.
Literally, it's like an episode of Dumb and Dumber or the Three Stooges. Okay.
There are a lot of stooges in the Polynesian
There's
community.
a lot of incriminating material.
No,
in this
and then
episode.
Bakugo tells me all the story about how they used to cook meth in the science labs, how they used to cook fucking, how they used to smoke in there, how they used to how they used to build bombs, how they used to steal a car, and I was like, bruh, you guys have done way more stupid things than I have. I'm so glad I know where all my genetics came from.
There's no good.
All right,
Blame
so
it on you.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Alright, shall we move on? It's been an hour.
Fuck.
Shall we move on to the next segment?
We had better move on to
But
the next
before,
fucking
can we
segment.
reveal the car?
Here's the turn. It's a fucking ace of clubs.
Fucking hell.
Well, condolences to everyone has an ace.
How did I manage to shuffle it so there's 3 fucking aces?
I think you're cheating.
Yeah.
Well, if you
No.
put down another ace, then that's okay.
Also, most people haven't
There's
put
only
in their
4.
basic bets.
Well, yeah, we should
Oh,
put
fuck.
them-
With me.
I'm calling.
yeah, I'll better put them in my bed. I put down 20.
Actually.
Fuck that, I'm folding.
So what happened to the cards? It's in the fucking...
And so that only he can see it. Even though
Yeah.
Jack could easily just lean over and look it up.
That's for my first bit. I'm folding. I'm not calling.
Yeah, I did the same.
Fair enough.
Are you not doing anything? You matching his
No, I
bet?
just matched it.
I've already matched it.
Okay, I shall place down the final card. Please don't be a fucking ace, otherwise
Please be
my...
an ace.
Ace.
No, because if it's an ace, then it's like fucking none of you will win.
That's good.
I will say this. I had the same cards two cards.
It's a jack of spades.
Yeah, whoever has ace.
Jack, how could you sabotage
Okay,
us?
what are we doing? Ace. Okay.
He raises by 20.
I wonder if he has an ace. Or a 2.
Alright, I'm ready to put my cards
I will say
I'm
this.
ready.
I did have the same cards at 2 rounds in a row.
Ready to
I'm
reveal.
really...
Right, reveal your secrets.
I have a jack.
What a surprise.
20 wins. 20 wins 4 of a kind aces.
That's gay.
Might need to shuffle them longer.
Nala Quista.
Okay, shall we go...
Fireball.
Shall we go into the sponsorship?
We shall do the sponsorship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sponsored by Havana Cigars.
Havana, oh, na, na. Half of my dick is in your ass, oh, na, na, na.
She said, "How do you do it?"
Havana Cigars, the world's first-class cigar. Distributed worldwide, in business for 130 years at the most reasonable prices imaginable. The likes of Winston Churchill, George Washington, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Thomas Jefferson have smoked our cigars. You'll go quacky for our tobacco. Sourced from the deepest forest in South America. You'll love Havana cigars. First class in relaxation and comfort. You'll go quacky for our tobacco.
It is annoyingly catchy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored in this here episode number 14 of the Rongotai radio broadcast, once again by Havana Cigars.
Which you can find on Papa Chuckle's.
Thank you. I didn't say it.
Stop encouraging him.
Guys, that domain you will find an expensive many things.
If you go to that domain,
will
you'll get a virus.
You will
If
supreme.
you go to that domain, you'll get a bribe.
If you go to that domain, you'll get a massage.
Massage
Why?
coupon.
Why?
You'll get a massage coupon and a short story.
Why are you Indian? If you go to that domain, you will get
Go to the domain, you'll get a free massage.
You will get the massage courtesy of
No,
yours.
I'll do the proper story, sorry. If you go to domain, you will get
That's
free
Asian.
massage.
Shut up.
If you go to the domain, you will get bigger surprise.
Exclusive to in-store purchase.
Plus a free massage.
Shut up. Shut up.
2 for 1 discount.
You will get the free audience with Dragon Lady. And free Thailand. You'll get free dumpling and sushi.
Okay,
And a free katsu.
Okay,
who has a joke?
I have
I have a joke.
Yeah, you're at the end, mate.
You
You're
go
at the
ahead.
end.
You go first, Jack.
This is an oldie but a goodie. What do you call a dare with no eyes?
No idea.
What do you call a dare with no eyes and no legs?
Still no idea.
Good job, Ben Lang.
Ben Lang, that was good. That was good. Who else has a joke?
I've free.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
What's
Just
the
a
hard?
word.
Shut up.
Shut.
How is I'm not even
How
a
is
contestant.
free the word?
I don't know. This guy came up with it.
Playing!
All right. So, what's the hardest part of a wheelchair to eat?
The wheelchair.
The vegetable on top.
Okay.
I specifically only say the wheelchair because there's a fucking running joke in another server that I'm in where there's one person who will join and always say that joke, but they'll always say the wheelchair instead of the vegetable in the middle, and then they'll just keep saying the wheelchair until someone laughs.
Okay.
And we've specifically had to put a laughing soundbite on the soundboard to get them to shut up.
Alright. Alright, you want to hear something?
What?
You want to hear something mind-blowing?
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
I watched that video.
Oh,
He shot himself in the face with a
guys
shotgun.
Have you seen that video of him shooting
I've
himself?
seen I think I have.
No,
Kurt Cobain.
He's not gonna fucking shot.
Okay, and number
Kurt Cobain.
Number three.
That's the word.
Number three. That's the word. Free, my lord. Free.
free, pick free, my lord.
Okay. So, what's the difference between a tiger and a pedophile?
what?
The tiger puts its prey out of its misery.
oh no! Fuck! Oh no! Fucking hell! Oh, that's horrible. I'm not shaking your hand on that one. No!
No, right.
He's too real for that joke.
Oh my god.
So,
Michael Jackson!
you want to start a big Hollywood production?
No, stop
Michael B.
it.
Jordan.
I have some
Jenny Ortega.
I just imagine a fucking horrible YouTube.
Jeffrey Epstein.
No, I imagine a fucking horrible YouTube
Jeffrey
person goes
Dahmer.
to
Aubrey
the entirety of Lost Ink, but instead of fucking Boo saying kitty to refer to fucking fucking solid, she just says
Daddy Wazowski. Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, what voice was there? Oh yeah, Diddy.
Does anyone else have any last jokes before I say the
I don't have a
ultimate
joke.
joke?
The joke closer.
Alright, here comes the best joke ever. A dyslexic man walks into a bra.
I don't get it.
Oh, nice.
How many people come back for the joke segment?
No one.
No
I
one.
reckon
We should've
everyone
seen
just
it coming.
skips it.
I wouldn't be
He
surprised.
said, "Ow." Okay.
He said,
Now what?
I have a joke that connects into Jack's one.
I'll do the flop first real quick.
yeah.
We have a jack of spades. Jack. We have a jack of diamonds.
Condolences to anyone who has a joke.
And we have a queen of hearts.
Alright.
What is this stupid ass shit?
What
Okay,
is
your
homosexual
jokes to me?
murder?
Alright. So, a bunch of hikers were camping out in the woods. It was nightfall. They were in their tent. And all of a sudden, they didn't realize that their hiking trail was right in the middle of a moose's migratory path.
Oh,
One of the campers wakes up and he goes, "What's the big idea?"
fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
That's stupid.
What's the big idea?
What's the big idea?
What's the big idea?
Can I raise?
If you
Sure,
want.
if you want.
Yeah, if you're gay.
I fold.
Well, you go to Jack. You can't put yourself in the middle of the table.
Just puts his hand in the middle of the table.
Wait, is anyone not folding?
I'm not.
Ryder folds, I fold, Maida folds, right? Yeah?
What do you think?
Do you need another white one?
Do I? Oh yeah, because I was a little blind.
Yeah.
So dream segment?
Yeah, dream segment.
I got a dream.
I'm scared.
Oh, do you want to go?
I do not have a dream.
I think you. Well, you shouldn't be scared. You're not his cousin.
Yeah, you won't be. Take it back to his house.
Alright, what's your dream, Ryder?
My dream has a follow-up question with it.
Question. Oh my god. Okay.
So, in my dream,
Let's see what hole you
Your
dig
dream
yourself this
evokes
time.
questions.
the dream was I was a superhero for one day.
One day,
Just one day.
only one.
Yeah, because I was in the dream, mate.
How many days were in
Which day was it?
dream?
Monday?
You can have more than one day in a dream.
Yeah, I've had more than one dream.
Anyways,
I mean, if you have a dream and the entirety of the dream takes place in one day and you're a superhero, you don't have to clarify, I was a superhero for a day.
okay, let me just say.
Just say, in my dream, I was a superhero.
Say that, man. I was a superhero.
The
Only
only-
for 24 hours.
The only reason you'd say that is if you had a dream, there was more than one day, and only in one of those days were you a superhero, and then you woke up in the dream and you weren't a superhero anymore.
Was it a Wednesday?
Restart the dream. In my dream, I was a superhero.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, okay.
In my dream, I was a superhero, and then I was facing an enemy. I defeated
What were your powers?
Superman's powers, basically.
Boring.
Boring, yeah, I know.
What was
Generic.
the enemy?
It was let's see, it was like
Kurt Cobain.
it was like Green Goblin. It was like mixed with DC and Marvel.
Okay, Green Goblin.
He defeats
So
himself.
I defeat the enemy, right? But then Green Goblin has a second plan.
demon.
He has 5 other people on one side of a train track
1, 2, 3, 4,
and
5. All right.
one
Oh,
of
it's
the
just
loved
a
ones.
train track question.
Yeah.
This is just the
The
trolley
trolley-
problem.
the trolley problem.
This is just the trolley
Yeah,
what it's called.
basically, yeah, it's a trolley problem. So I want to bring this question up to you guys.
Let's face it, Superman can just save all of them.
Yeah, but he
can
only
save
had
everyone.
time to save one track.
Isn't he-
So one was.
He's
fast?
He's super fast. He can solve everything.
Let's just say hypothetically. Anyways,
If it was Metro Man,
If it's Superman, then there is no hypothetical. He
Let's
can
have
save all of
some,
them.
fine, fucking Batman then.
let's listen to the dream.
Anyways, let's change the view.
Logic
Batman.
changes in dreams.
The logic changed back to Batman, okay? It's Batman. Because Batman's my go. Anyways,
Yeah, fair.
you either choose the loved one or the 5 people.
The 5 random? Are they random?
Yeah, random.
Okay, go on.
Like 5 random hostages. And I go, you can't save everyone, so I'm just going to go save the loved one.
Oh, of course he does.
Of
course he does.
Okay,
Who was the love?
it really depends which loved one is this.
Was it a cousin?
Come on, say it before we make jokes. Come on.
it. Say it.
No, it's my mother.
Okay, good.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
good.
good.
That's good. That's
It's
good.
my mother.
That's off the market.
I'd say my
Okay?
mom.
Yeah, so we can't save everyone. Save my mum first. You lot can all die. Anyways, I want
You're
to bring
not a
this
very
up.
good superhero, right?
No.
I don't care. I don't care.
A normal person could make that decision.
I didn't ask.
They just have to be like,
Anyways, so who are you saving? Your loved one or
I'm saving my mom, bro.
I'm
saving my mom.
5 people?
The 5 people have no fucking correlation to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And also, if this is going by standard trolley problem procedure, it implies that you have to pull the lever to divert the track to kill your mum. So obviously, I'm not pulling the lever.
Yeah, the intention behind saving 5... The downside of saving the 5
If you're
people
Superman,
is
why
that
don't you
you
just stop the
intentionally
train?
kill the other person. Because
Yeah.
so
No.
it changes to murder.
Yeah, I
pretty
changed
much.
it to
Yeah,
Batman.
it changes from saving to murder.
Why don't you stop the train?
You could, if you're Batman, you can stop the train.
I was gonna say if I was Batman, I'd just stop the train.
Fine, I'm fucking Robin.
Robin
Robin has the same skill set.
Robin has the same
Wait,
skill
I've got a
set.
question. I've got a question.
What if you're just yourself?
In this,
Yeah, let's just go. I am Rider-Man.
Well, then you're not saving anyone.
in the stream, how did you know you
You're
were
dying
a
as
superhero?
well.
Yeah, what would you do? What were you doing there?
Flying around.
Well, then you can save both of them.
You could just fly past and go.
Anyways.
If anything, if you're
question
Superman, just
applies.
fly straight
Would
into the
you-
train and derail it.
Let's have some respect.
Still, the question applies. Would you
Let's
save
have
your
some
loved one
respect
or would
for
you
public
save 5 people?
This is just a trolley problem, but easier.
There's a very simple solution. But
Well,
you choose-
clearly he didn't think of that because it's inside of Ryder's brain.
To be fair, I just thought of this morning when I was thinking of my dream that I had last night.
There's a website that exists where it's like, I think it's called More Trolley Problems or Bizarre Trolley Problems. It is not just a normal trolley problem, but a bunch of extra trolley problems that like have like actual extra implications on like how it would like change the outcome. And they're just some funny ones. I recommend it. It's a good website.
I think I did that in
Mate, you did it last
Rongotai.
night in your dream.
Like one of the biggest changes to it is instead of having it be 5 people on one side of the track and 1 person, and you have to pull the lever. It's on one side of the track there's 5 people, and on the other side of the track there's 4 people. How would that sway your decision?
What if there's 10 people?
die.
Probably kill the 4 people.
Why don't you just
Yeah.
like...
Wait, do you have to switch the lever to
You have to pull the lever to actually divert the track.
Yeah.
the 4 people?
Yes.
Just leave it then. What's one more gonna do?
Do you think it's inconsequential at that point?
Pretty much.
That's fair.
Or you could just leave everything up to a
If anything, you've gone from murdering 1 person to murdering 4 people.
Fuck no.
Oh, bye, 4 people.
I thought you said quantum for a second, and I just remembered a really fucking stupid thing. I saw a version of the trolley problem, which was the infinite trolley problem. It was, so...
the tracks go like this.
Just
That's-
check it.
no, no,
Tracks
no.
go like this.
Yeah, it's an infinity symbol.
There's still only 2 tracks. There's still only 2 tracks, but it's specifically both tracks go on forever. However, one track only has 1 person every like 10 meters, and the other track is just covered in people. Both of them still kill infinite people. Which one do you pick?
Choose the one with people, like constant people. It'll like their bodies will stop the train eventually.
Yes,
At least they're not alone.
but the train will go forever though.
We've been learning a lot about
Yeah,
people
he
in
would
trains.
know about
Oh my god.
Yeah.
People jumping in front of trains.
Do you have to fucking change tracks too? You have people tied to the tracks.
Someone has to change tracks, but it's not me.
Oh,
There's
mate.
someone in the way.
Actually,
No, your
wanna know,
your
like-
fucking test for Metlink was just, alright, here's the trolley problem, which one do you pick?
no, I want to know, is there like a law behind it if someone dies on the train track? Because I know in Japan, like, if you die on the train tracks, your family, the family has to.
Get tied to the train tracks.
No,
How did the
they have
train
to
track?
pay the train. They have to like.
They must
They
be
have to-
involved in the train.
No, apparently they have to like.
If you let the train run over your family, then,
They have to, like,
then
pay
the
a
person who
fee.
died will be resurrected.
No, because in Japan,
What'd you say?
they have to pay a fee. If
The
they-
family of the victim.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah,
Because
because then the
savage.
train would have to be out of commission and it
yeah,
delays everything.
and it goes
in
like
Japan.
real fast every time.
Oh yeah,
It's not their fault though.
because you know Japan, they're like very.
Japan is very fucking picky about punctuality.
I was talking just. Or was it you? Someone was talking about how there was mass hysteria in Japan because
It's
the train
Tom.
was 1 minute late.
It was Tom because he went to
Oh
Japan.
yeah, that was Tom. The train was 1 minute late and
Yeah.
1 minute early.
No, it was like
Yeah.
two. Yeah, like
Yeah.
left early.
A train was like 1 minute early. It left 1 minute early and there was mass hysteria.
yeah,
Yeah, because it fucks up the whole schedule of like being on time.
There's
Yeah.
multiple people's fucking.
That,
lives.
that reminds me of another. There was a specific train crash that could have been completely avoided, which was there was a train driver who was like I think 1 or 2 minutes late for like getting to the thing. So he sped up while going around a corner, which on a train you're not meant to do.
We watched that video yesterday.
Yeah.
It was in Spain.
Yeah. Wait, no, there was one in Japan as well.
Oh, that was in Japan.
There was one in
Correct,
Japan
Spain.
where he sped up. Well, he sped up while going around the corner because he wanted to be able to make the time, and then it veered off and then hit a building.
Wait,
I remember you
The,
telling me
the
about
train
that,
fell off
actually.
the tracks, and because it was still going incredibly fucking fast around the corner, it went and hit a building.
Imagine if it was a bullet train.
I don't think it was a bullet train.
Yeah, I know it wasn't because then the building would be destroyed.
Did you know, like in Japan, like there's a job specifically for people to like push people onto the train to stuff everyone in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen videos of those.
So do
and
they-
annoying old guys like have their hand
Like their
holding
briefcase
bag
on
and
the
they
thing.
fucking leave it outside and it's like
Yeah, they had to like try to stuff it in there, and, like close the door, like
the
with
door's
their
just
hands.
like get in there.
Yeah, and then the guys had to like close the door with their hands, like manually close it just for it to fucking. Fit.
There was 2 times when I've been on the train where I've just like had skin contact with other people. I think it was like we were going to like a Hurricanes game, and it was just like
Was it grueling?
it was, and they suffered a grueling defeat because they were not nimble enough.
Oh, you said the word.
Do they shoot bullet trains out of like giant guns or something?
They shoot bullet trains out of gun trains. That's probably what they do.
No,
They build
they-
gun stations and
Yeah,
they
gun
shoot bullet
stations.
trains.
gun
gun
station.
stations is fine.
Gun stations with the bullet trains.
Okay.
The gun station is this
I have
giant
a bit of a
statue gun.
dream.
Here's a bit of a
Dunlop is a
dream.
dream.
Hold on, before you do that, I shall reveal the turn.
Hurry up!
No! It's an ace of hearts, fuck you.
Oh, what a surprise! It's another A.
Shut up, you had the last one.
It's a giant Tommy gun go.
So my dream had a similar theme to yours, Ryder. It was superhero themed, and you guys were in it.
All of us.
Huh?
All of us.
Not me.
Most of us.
No, you check. Sorry, all the people. I made it. So I think you had super durability.
That's not about right.
You were a speedster.
That sounds about right.
Of course you
Can I
are.
continue?
Yes.
So, and you were a reality warper, like Scarlet Witch style. And well, of course, you know what you had. Yeah, and it was like in a version of New Zealand, it was like a metropolis where everyone has superpowers. And I had I had a superpower similar to Human Torch.
Oh.
And I very vividly remember just flying in the sky, just raining fire on everyone else.
Just going up there. Just
Yeah,
No, he's got like this.
yeah, they were like dropping like flies.
You're dropping fire everywhere.
I tried.
No, it's like the fucking gif of Gargamel.
But yeah, but then the dream pivoted because like it was a sunny day when I was like massacring everyone. Yeah, then it pivoted like it was like into like a dark or like really dark and like it was almost like spooky night. I was like stuck in a flooded warehouse and I was underwater, so I couldn't use my powers. And like it was like on the docks, so like in between like in the gloom of the water, Like, I thought they were like killer whales at first, but I couldn't really make them out, and they were just like swimming past, just watching me.
Ooh.
I was like, I remember desperately like scrambling for the surface, but I kept going under, like someone was pulling me. And I just remember seeing like eyes just like flashing, my like, yeah. And then I woke up.
Oh, that was a pretty good
Question.
dream.
What?
In your dream, could you do a Kamehameha?
Theoretically, because I can condense heat in my palms and turn it into plasma.
Oh yeah, true.
The second half.
Fireball Jitsu!
The second half of your dream reminded me of a dream that I had when I was younger that I did not forget. It was related to, you remember that arcade game back in Laser Force, Ocean Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Of course I remember that.
Yeah, it was related to that. Basically, you remember how like fucking barely anyone ever got past the 3rd level with the giant anglerfish in the really deep caves?
Yeah.
And we beat it because we're cool. But I remember distinctly this dream came from whenever I was playing it with Sam Murphy.
Oh boy.
And it was, this dream didn't last very long. It was like at the very tail end of whenever I was sleeping. And this is the part that I remember. We were down in those caves, but there was no light whatsoever.
Scary.
And it was, I think, me, Sam, and his brother Thomas.
Fuck that guy.
He has a brother?
Don't worry, this dream will be funny then.
This is the turn.
So basically, we were being extracted really fast out of there, like being pulled up, like depressurized and whatever. And we come up, and fucking Thomas comes up, and he's like a half-eaten corpse.
Oh.
Because he'd been...
Get rid of Jaloni!
Get rid of Jaloni!
And we were like, what the fuck happened to him? And it's like, oh yeah, he got fucking eaten by Charybdis.
Charybdis!
She guards the sea of monsters!
Because in that thing, all of the weird ocean things were named after like different mythological creatures, and the giant anglerfish was Charybdis.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, yeah, that was it.
You know what would be a good idea for Charybdis?
What?
A giant hagfish.
Yeah, it would make sense.
I've got a short story to tell about Samuel Murphy's brother, Thomas Murphy.
Did you
So-
dream about it?
I didn't dream about it. I've got a dream. This is just a very short story, but Sam essentially had like a Lego minifig, but one of the big ones about so high.
Yeah.
So it's not a minifig,
Lego
big
large
thing.
figure.
but it was Darth Vader. And
Oh,
Darth Vader had a Lego lightsaber about maybe 5-6 inches long.
Okay.
About that long.
Yeah,
Average size,
I get what you mean, because I have one of those with Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw it, I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. I picked it up. Sam said, don't touch that. And I'm like, why? And he's like, my brother shoved that up his ass.
That's
Oh, get exposed! Get exposed! Don't touch that.
Don't
Shove that up.
Shoving that up your ass.
Things that I've shoved up my ass.
objects that I've shoved up my ass.
Darth Vader's Lego lightsaber.
Cute Family Guy episode.
You know the fucking lightsaber retracting noise?
Yeah, so that was the story.
Oh, that's good because I don't have a
want to
dream.
reveal the river.
Yeah, I'll reveal the river.
Does anyone have any more bits?
I don't have a
It's
dream.
2 of diamonds.
Shine brightly like a diamond.
Shut up.
Hey, I haven't sung in a while.
in free red.
Do you know what you could do? Not
Not
sing
yet, so we'll
Nicki
even
Minaj.
longer.
Free red tokens.
The
Simi raises by, Simi rises by 16.
Do you guys call to 16?
Simi's raised by 60.
Match my bets or die. That's my bet.
Match my
How much would I need to match that?
Blue and white.
That almost got me singing Diamond again.
Shine bright like a diamond.
No!
Shut up! Anyway, has everyone made their bets?
Yes.
Shall we reveal?
Reveal your secret.
An ace and a 2.
Just a pair of queens.
Queen, 2 queens, 2 jacks.
Nah, Simi.
I'm so
Oh,
glad
yeah,
I found it.
Simi.
He has a 2 pair.
2 pair ace.
Simi
He's got a
has,
3 pair.
Simi has a 2 pair, but he has the higher starting pair, so I think Simi wins.
Holy shit!
Wow, me and Simi are winning this game.
Oh, it was a good idea not to fold. I almost folded.
Oh, the 2 was the last one.
Yeah, the 2. Yeah, the ace and the 2 really saved me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do we have any more dreams?
I had a dream the
I
other
have
night.
a dream.
Shut up!
Wait, why is a big blind over
You
here?
have to sing out every single fucking word.
Wait, what's before? Big blind or little blind?
I don't
Little
remember,
blind
and I
person.
don't care.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I'll just be big blind.
You wait. So you telling your dream, or do you not remember it?
I thought you only put in
No,
like
I don't
one.
remember which way
Oh,
the
sorry.
big blind, little blind.
Seriously.
Okay, so this is my dream.
What's your dream?
So, the last few nights I've had to, well, since Monday I've had to wake up at like 6 a.m. to get to work on time.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to Jack's
And-
cards.
He hasn't got them yet. Unnecessary interruption. Anyway, you know when you've got something to do really early, so you dream that you're late to that thing,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I did.
then
that
you wake
time.
up and you're relieved?
Yeah.
Well, this was pretty much like that. But, yeah, so I'm in the dream, for some reason, I think it was this house, but it was in a more rural area for some reason.
Okay.
And there was this woman walking around, coming into my room, like, looked like she was cleaning. She's like, "I'll clean up," and I'm like, "Can you leave my shit alone, please? Gotta get to work." And then I look and I'm like, "Oh shit, fucking 11 o'clock. I was meant to be there at 8:30."
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So I try to get to work, but no matter what I do, I don't get there. Like, it'll be something like, I get there, "Oh, mate, you got no shoes on. You gotta go back home, mate."
Shoes on.
Your cock's out.
"Oh, fuck, you're right. Don't have any shoes on. I should go home and get some shoes."
Oh, mate, where's your watch?
It's like, oh, shit. Oh, my snapper's at work. Walked all the way to Kilburnie to catch the tube.
Oh fuck! I forgot my key.
But the weirdest of all these fucking delays was really weird.
Which one was it?
So I was walking down some street. I think it was some street I didn't recognize, but there was by this cafe. These girls were having coffee.
I thought you were going to say lesbian sex.
No.
Lex.
No, that's what I'm about to say is even weirder than that. But yeah, there were these two girls having coffee, and on the table in front of them they had a bunny. It's a nice little.
A rabbit.
That's not a nice
Leo
bunny.
Fox.
They're like, "Oh, yeah, Leo Fox." They're like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of them. Look over there. This huge cage, the height up to the fucking curtain, the top of the curtains. Inside there were like 5 or 6 bunnies. I'm like,
Five is just funny.
There's a lot of
Fucking massive
I'm like,
cat.
in a huge cage on the street. I'm like, and I'm like, yeah, those are some nice bunnies. Bunnies start like.
Bunnings
Essentially,
Warehouse.
what happened? Bunnings Warehouse.
Bunnings Warehouse.
Essentially, what happens is 5 of the bunnies start backing away from one other bunny.
Okay.
I'm like, what's happening in there? And the cage, for some reason, it was so big that there was no light at the other end of it.
Oh shit! One of those ones. Okay.
There's just
Oh, it's one of those really long cages.
it's a really long cage. So the 5 bunnies back away. I can no longer see them. They're in the dark.
It's like fucking Curse of the Were Rabbit.
So
Just see their gleaming red eyes.
the remaining bunny stays there for a moment and then follows them. And then I just hear the screeching coming from the darkness. What emerges is a giant, big enough to fill the cage now, a giant humanoid rabbit.
The were-rabbit.
It's
At
the
this point, I
Easter
was getting
Bunny.
freaked out. So I was like, "Oh shit!" And then it was like something happens. I think the door was slightly open when there were smaller bunnies.
Oh no.
Now I rush over there to close the fucking door.
Oh my god, that's kind of
But-
scary.
And I start backing away. I'm like, "Oh well, the door's been secured. I should be fine." This motherfucker grabs the bars, starts going. To the point where it's sticking its like head and shoulders out the bars. I'm like, well, it's time to fuck off.
Oh, and really be like, repent! Left you to face the wrath.
What do you want for Easter?
Rabbit!
So I run
Heard about
away.
mob by the Easter Bunny.
I never make it to work by the end of the dream.
I think we forgot about
you
work.
I forgot about work.
Yeah,
I-
that's how dreams go.
I won't forget
He was
about
afflicted
work.
by the curse
Mate,
of the world.
because you forgot your keys.
Oh, I forgot my key.
You forgot your cheese.
Mate,
No.
you got no shoes on.
Mate, you forgot your chocolate eggs.
You Oh, mate.
So yeah, that was
You
my
forgot
dream.
your cheese.
Does anyone else have a dream?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay, shall we move on?
I think closing remarks.
I think that's it.
Probably
I think you
closing
should
remarks,
review
right?
cards.
We've got the word game. So we'll also do quick fire poker real quick.
Hello.
So everyone's doing all in.
Hello.
Whoever wins cleans that
Wait.
all.
Who's at the door?
Hold on. Let me let myself in.
What the fuck?
Hello. My name is Mort.
Oh god.
Who invited this cunt?
Listen here, you little pervert.
What?
We had someone on the show the other week that told us you're over 50.
Fucking kill him!
Sorry.
That's what Ben said.
How many wives have you had?
12.
Someone get this guy out
I
of here.
outlived.
Someone get him out of here.
Yeah, I feel so honored.
Hey, there's King Julian.
You lie, Samuel.
No. It's at the
I can see it on your face. But anyways, yes, I have ventured
That didn't
far from Madagascar to join you on the Rongotai radio broadcast.
Why?
Because
We did
I found you. La 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 la.
We didn't invite you. We don't want you here.
But the thing is, Mr. Lang, Mort invites himself wherever he pleases.
60-year-old ass. How do you
I'm
know our
50
names?
years old, you hack.
How do you
How do
know
you know
his
our
name?
names? How do you know of the show?
Well, there I was in the realm of Madagascar, browsing the internet on my smartphone. That was the same size as me. But yes, then I listened to the second episode of this broadcast with Dobby the house elf. And I felt most
What was that?
inspired to see another gremlin like myself on such an infamous show. So I mustered the courage to venture across the Atlantic, over the Indian Ocean, through Australia, and finally arrive here in Wellington, New Zealand.
Mort,
Yes?
you could have called first.
Yeah.
With your smartphone.
With your smartphone.
Or just texted us. Or commented on a video.
If Dobby found you, he would have at least given you like our number or something.
Mort ran out of data.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Did Mort run out of credit?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, that's what data means.
Yeah.
I mean, also, he
There
doesn't
we go.
have any of our numbers, so.
No,
Yeah.
That's true.
you
No,
don't.
but Dobby would have given
You
it. to
don't
him.
exactly supply them on the broadcast.
And we will continue not to supply them.
Yeah, we'll continue not to. Do
Yeah.
that. We'd rather not.
Say that.
Now, listen, Mort.
Yes, Master Rohi.
How long are you planning on staying in Wellington?
How long do I plan on staying in the realm of wind? Well, you see, Wellington is rife with many women and many children. We shall scale the harbour of Wellington and go for the mayor's first. The children we will sell, and the women. The women. We will always treat with respect.
That's very admirable, Mort, actually.
So you don't mind your children being sold?
Well, I don't have any children, but
Neither do I.
It doesn't seem like you'll have any to begin with.
they don't have a bright future as it stands when they're learning through play. So maybe slavery is the best thing for them.
Fair enough.
At least then they'll work.
At least in the work.
They'll be forced to get massages.
You know what? I'm gonna not tell my story for the next few weeks.
Why not?
Is it about the women?
Is it about the women?
Okay, shall we? No,
Speed run.
listen, viewers, and I'll extend this to Moss as well.
Hi.
We're at an hour and a half. We're just about to wrap up. Shall we invite Mort back for a full interview
Yeah, sure.
in a week or two?
That sounds most enjoyable.
why
Especially
I asked you
considering
how
I
long.
traveled here from halfway across the fucking world.
Ah, yes.
You
Don't
can,
worry.
you can come back next week.
You can come.
You
the
can
week
stay-
after next week, we're having Voldemort.
Mort has a
Oh, right,
question.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Would the someone be here?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want him to be here?
Unfortunate. But
Okay.
I'll be able to manage.
Shall we do a quick fire?
Behave yourself when Mort is here.
What? Why me? The Mort?
But of course, a mouse lemur is a most
The di- well,
is a
difference
more
is, right,
upstanding citizen than a
Mort's a
Samoan.
guest. Mort's a guest. You're a host.
We must always extend our utmost politeness and cater to the demands of our guests.
Look at his face.
I say we drop kick the Nemo right out of here.
I say your attempt of violence is false.
Shall we do a quick fire round of poker real quick?
Yes,
before we
Yeah,
get
let's
started?
do a quick fire.
What? I
Three.
have to check my cards.
3 of hearts, ace of hearts, 9 of clubs,
So when do we eat our
2
chips?
of diamonds, and a 5 of spades.
Nothing.
I got a pair of threes.
Fucking shit.
Pair of threes.
Nothing. I
Did
don't.
Mort
Eliminate.
get anything?
Wait, I have a 5 high straight.
Good job.
Good job, mate.
Ace,
Yeah,
2, 3,
nah,
4,
he's got it
5.
straight.
I win. I get to clean up.
Yeah.
You clean up.
Here, have all of Mort's chips.
Okay, closing
Isn't
remarks.
that Simi's chips?
Oh, we have to do the word game.
Oh, the word
Oh
game.
shit, the word game.
Continue.
What do you think my word is?
Let's get Simi back.
All right. Hello, listeners. I've returned inexplicably somehow.
Did you drop kick the Nemo yet?
Can we get the word game on?
got
More told.
What? Did something escape from the zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, moving on. So, dear listeners, now we come to the end of the word game. Alright, first, Ben, can you guess Hawani's word?
Why do I have to guess his?
Said Ben said.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, did he say his word though?
I did.
No, Ben. I
Ben did.
I
Ben
said
said
my
it
Ah, okay.
once,
said it
and then
twice.
two more.
I said it like once and a, I said it once and a half.
Well, can you guess Hawani's?
The only thing that I could feel like I could guess it would be is maybe like. The only thing that I think I could guess it would be is rural for some reason.
Correct! You are bang on the money.
Because it felt very jammed in.
Yeah.
It was.
He said it at 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 50 seconds.
wrote it down.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
What is Maida doing then? Because he's been marking.
Okay,
all.
sure.
Alright,
Go ahead.
now, Mr. Hawani, you do not have the option to win, but you do have the opportunity to tie. Can you guess his word?
Was it intricate?
Yes! So,
it's a
dear
tie.
listeners, for the first time in the broadcast history, we have a tie where both competitors guessed each other's words.
I've got a
Gentlemen, round of applause for yourselves.
Very nice.
Very good, very good. You love to see it.
I didn't even know when he said his word.
I said it twice during the story time segment.
Oh.
I said it once.
said
Well, I
He
said
said it's talking directly to you the first time.
I said
Intricate and then
I said intricate, and then I said intricacies.
What
Yeah,
was the
he said-
sentence where you said intricate? You said something to
Oh,
Ryder.
did he say? Oh.
You're like, that's
Yeah.
a very something. Anyway, it didn't quite fit the sentence, so I was like,
The problem with when I said intricate was it didn't fit the sentence, but when I said intricacies, it did. Because I was like, fuck, I say this word, but I don't know how to weave it in properly.
Yeah,
Fair
I've
enough.
got to choose better words.
You kind of just like
Yes,
you kind of
you
just
do.
drop the word intricate in like a 5-word sentence, and then that's it. It's about
Yeah.
it.
I feel like I gave Rural a bit more easier chance for
the
Hawani.
thing is,
What?
you have to
No,
jam that
no.
shit in some way. Because
Rural is a very difficult word to jam into a conversation. 'cause-
Unless you've been to the countryside.
yeah.
even then, you're like, oh.
It was the only
I
word.
went to the countryside, it was a bit rural there.
like hearing all the stuff that Hawaii was saying, that was the only word that stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, fair enough.
well, we both tied, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
You didn't win, but
I'd say it's a tie.
Mum.
Alright, so, shall we do closing remarks?
Yes, closing remarks, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed episode number 14 of the radio broadcast with the Rongotai crew. My name is Hawani Kaunrohihi, and I bid you farewell.
I'm Jack. Goodbye.
Bye!
Say your name.
My name's Rada, and it's finished!
I see her. Do you see it? There's a pair of tiny footprints on the floor.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
You'll find out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
We'll clean it up.
Anyways, I have been Simi Dunlop. Yes? Hold on. How did you have concluded your business? I must take Simi back.
No!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ryder-Sard's life force has just been stolen one more time to create another horror crook.
I'll be back next week when you have need of him.
Okay.
Bye. I'm Maidaro Kanoto. Bye.
Been late.
And there was Benjamin.
Bye, man.
Okay, bye folks.
Bye.